We will teach you.
Alrighty guys, welcome to the NHTV Hotel and Facility Management Academy. Again, my name is Remco and I'm going to do a small training regarding English service. Service à l'anglais. I've just explained to you a little bit more about service à l'assiette, which was plate service. Now English service. English service officially stems back from the 1600s, where Her Royal Majesty the Queen of England was actually having a lot of state banquets, and the etiquette says that whatever she got on her plate she needed to eat. And in those times luxury means more. So she got massive plates and she was growing bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And she didn't want that. So she called all the waiters together and they all got a silver platter. Therefore it's also called platter service. A silver platter, and with those silver platters they would go to the kitchen and the chefs in the kitchen would put food items on those silver platters. Then Her Royal Majesty the Queen and her guests got heated plates in front of her, and the servers would present the platters and Her Royal Majesty could say, "Oh, I would like 2 pieces of pork, please." And with a spoon and a fork they would serve that to her. Service à l'anglaise, or English service, is always served over the left side because we still serve with our right hand, just the same as service à l'anglaise or service à l'assiette. The problem with serving on the right side, like we would normally do, if you have a big silver platter and serve on the right side, the guest is here, then I would have to go over myself, probably hitting somebody in the process. Now, how do we do that? Nowadays, we don't really use that silver platter service anymore, but generally in restaurants, we still see it with bread. I'm going to teach you how to do that real quick, because it's very, very easy. What are we going to do? We need a spoon and a fork, basically a dessert spoon and a dessert fork. We're going to put those two together like this, and we're going to give it a hand with our right hand. Yeah. Make sure that your pinky and your ring fingers always stay on the end, pressing them together, because otherwise they do this. And if you have your bread in your other hand, that's not going to work because you can't fix it with one hand. The fork over the spoon, for this time only, we're going to pick up the fork with our other hand and we're going to put our pointing finger through with only the first digit. We're going to put the middle finger just loosely on the side and the thumb loosely on the fork. Now we should be able to move it up and down a little bit. Getting the bread, moving to the left of the guest, we're going to pick up a bread and we're going to serve it on the side plate. Always make sure that you're as close to the side plate as possible, so if it falls, then it might still land on the side plate. Yeah? Service à l'anglaise with bread. Now, there's a more difficult one as well. That's service à l'anglaise avec une terrine. Yeah? It's with soup. So what do we need? We need a deep plate in front of the guest, preferably heated, because it has a large open surface, so if we put hot food in there, it's going to cool down easily. We put that in front of the guest, and we have a terrine. We also have a lid for the terrine, but here for this training I choose not to put that on. We're going to put the plate in our left hand, because we still serve with our right hand. We have a big soup spoon, and we're going to be on the left of the guest. We put the plate as close to the plate as possible. Be careful of your back, because this is pretty heavy. We're going to hold the spoon like we would write with a pencil. We're going to take a spoonful, but not all the way full, because nobody ever has a full steady hand. We're going to dip it back in once. Why? To take off the last drips. We take it over and we pour in the soup. Again, in, not all the way full. We dip it back in, over, and in. Always make sure that before we actually serve the guests, we try in the kitchen how many scoops you need. Yeah, generally around 2 or 3 scoops is fine. Make sure you know on forehand. Service à l'anglaise avec une terrine.